Welcome back to the Bake Channel. Owner Quintin Croft here, and today we're going to be talking about the brand new Moonlit Magic Palette. Alright, once you open your palette, you're going to see a really bold color story with an iridescent glitter. I know it looks white, but when you put it on, it is so beautifully iridescent. You have really fun neutrals here, here, and here. Some of these colors you might not think go together, but they absolutely do. So without further ado, we're gonna do 2 eye looks today. And make sure that you stay tuned to our Instagram and TikTok to see any additional eye looks that we think are worth your time. Before you get started on your eyeshadow, be sure to always prime your eyes so that the pigment lasts and it takes perfectly and is perfectly blendable. Today I am using the Bake Hyaluronic Eye Primer. Okay, for this eye, we are going to go into the greens. I want to show you how beautiful greens can be. We're going to take it full glam, but I will be showing other ways and other creative ways that you can use greens on our social medias, and we will upload them to our YouTube shorts. These would be beautiful eyeliners. Any of these bold colors make beautiful eyeliners, and you can mix the green and the yellow to make a lime green. Always remember, I'm a dipper. I will blend any colors to create what I'm personally looking for. So keep that in mind when you're thinking of fun, useful ways to use green. I'm going to start by grabbing the shade Dune. I'm going to take that into my transition area. So it's just gonna bring some definition in there and give us a little bit of blendability. Then I'm gonna grab into Starlit, which is this yellow, and add that in there also on a blending brush. Next, I'm gonna grab Mystic. It is like a forest green. I'm just packing it around my brush just so I have it on all sides. Tapped off any extra and going right in the crease very, very lightly. So make sure if you do your face before your eyes that you're always tapping. Even if you do your eyes before your face, always be tapping any extra off so that you go in with the smallest amount possible. For this one, we are gonna keep it in that upward motion. Now I'm gonna take a little bit more of Mystic on a different shaped brush to really kind of start blending it out. This is a tapered kind of ponytail crease brush. So it's still, I wouldn't use this for a transition area, but something this pointy and ponytail-like, I would use to really diffuse the color that you just put. To deepen up this outer corner, I'm gonna grab a shading brush, which is slightly fluffy, but not very. Like, it's still heavily packed, and I'm gonna grab Eclipse. I'm gonna place it on this outer edge and just start blending it with this shading brush. Taking that tapered ponytail, I'm gonna take a little bit more of Mystic and blend right there between the black and the green. Then I will also come down and blend off the black towards the lid. Already stunning. Here's where you could have some fun. You could use pretty much any of these 3 for your lid from here. You could use Lunar Dust, Luster, or Extra. I really like Lunar Dust with this because it almost looks silver versus Luster is much more blue. For this, I'm gonna take a small, packed tight cream shadow or concealer brush, and I'm going to place this in small little dabs across that open space on the lid. I'm also going to grab a little bit of Enchanting just to blend between the green and the silver, and then I'll take my finger to blend the edge so it doesn't look like a harsh line. It kind of ombres. I'm gonna go back and forth between Dune and Starlit just to give a little more transition area up towards the brow. Not too much though, we don't want to muddy it up. I mean, yes, so beautiful. And it's just, as we add to it, it's gonna get even prettier. We're gonna take a little bit of Nebula for our inner corner right here. It's the lightest little pink dab, and just a titch under the eyebrow. Now we're going to add on the liner. I know Eclipse has a little bit of glitter in it, but it makes the most beautiful liner. It's a midnight black with a hint of glitter. So I spray a little bit of setting spray into my eyeshadows to create liner. I've talked about this before. I talk about it in probably any eye video. This is one of my favorite tricks. You don't need to buy eyeliner. You can make any eyeliner out of an eyeshadow. We're going to place the black right along the lash line until we have the thickness that we want. We're going to come out to do our wing. And something fun that you can do with this one is a little double wing. So you can come out underneath and create like a faux eyelash, if you will, coming out from the bottom. Now to make that little pop eyelash stand out, I am gonna spray lunar dust with a tiny drop and take a really teeny tiny brush and go right in between to create this really fun little flick on the end. I actually love doing this. Once you have your mascara on, it looks insane. Next, we're gonna add a little extra. We're actually gonna use extra in both of these looks today in different spots. So today we're gonna put it up in the crease, which we all know is my personal favorite place to put it. And here we go. Just grab a little bit of eyelash glue to put down first. Now it doesn't matter the brand or type of eyelash glue as long, the color does matter. You want clear. And I'm just coming right into that crease, and then I'm gonna dip right into extra, which looks white, but I promise once it dries, it is iridescent. It has these iridescent yellow flecks in it. So it really reflects green and it really complements purple. That glitter will stay where it is all day. All right, now let's add a little bit of undersmoke and then get our lashes on. I'm going to grab a little bit of Mystic and take a little bit of Starlit and Dune, and we're just gonna come right on the edge of that so it creates undersmoke that matches our transition area. Now add on your favorite mascara. Today I will be using the Bakeversary mascara. All right, that eye is finished, and can we just get a moment for that iridescent glitter? So pretty, so fun. You could even use these for Halloween looks if you want to, but I mean, I would wear this out to dinner with my husband with my cute lime green shirt. Are you kidding me? On this eye, I wanna show something completely different. I wanna show how to use the browns with the yellow. And we will be doing liner, but we won't be putting glitter in our crease. We're gonna be putting it somewhere else. For this, we are going to start with Dune on a big fluffy brush. Always using windshield wiper motions. Perfect. Now we've got the perfect blending base for this look. Now I'm gonna take Saturn's Return, which is a gorgeous, warm, rusty brown, like the planet Saturn. And we are going to come on this outer edge here. Kind of just like this outer 1/3 of our eye. You'll notice that I'm holding my brush upward and using small strokes to blend it inward. Next, we're gonna grab Dune, but on one of our tight cream shadow-like brushes, and we're gonna bring this from the inner corner about 1/3 of the way, so we have a middle area open here. Once you have that to your liking, now you're gonna grab Starlit. And you're just going to place this right down the middle, and then we're going to blend it out. And I'm just using those little side swipe motions to blend towards the other mattes. I think that's what makes this look so surprising, is that it's all mattes, and then the only glitter we're gonna have is our highlight and our liner. I would say that this falls more neutral than this until we add the glam. We're gonna add a little bit of lunar dust as our inner eye pop on this corner here, and then right under the brow. Then for this, I'm gonna use my finger to soften that. I will be doing black liner on this side, but we're going to pizzazz it up a little bit. So we're going to do the same liner trick that I showed you before, where you take a little bit of setting spray, spray a little drop on there. We're only going to start this about halfway, and we're gonna make this a little bit thinner. If you're ever wondering for angles, some people like to follow their canthal tilt. I do have an upturned eye, so I have an upturned canthal tilt, but the line that I choose to follow most times is if you were to take my eyelid from the bottom and draw it straight out. And that tends to be the most flattering angle for lift on most people. If you would like a different way, you can go with your canthal tilt. That'll give you more of a puppy dog eye though, if you go downward, if you have a downturned eye. Get your lash glue, and now we're gonna have fun. We are going to do the rest of the liner right in the lash line here, coming on top about halfway through the black and going to the edge of our lash line. Then we're going to grab extra and pat that right on top. And like I said, it's iridescent green in there. So depending on what it's on top of, like on this eye, you're going to see it once it dries reflect more yellow, and on this eye more green because it's reflecting the green bits around it. Let that dry and add on your mascara. Again, I'm gonna use the Bakeversary mascara and finish my face to show you guys the finished look on both eyes. And there you go. Two completely different eye looks using some of the same colors actually. Completely different. That is what I love about this palette. You can get so many different looks, and even the liner looks different with the glitter, just depending on what it's reflecting. So don't miss out on Moonlit Magic. I think you're gonna love it.